Okay, so we are gonna work on, hello everyone. This has been a while. We're gonna do, my hair's pretty long. Gotta go longer. Okay, hello everyone, no time to explain. Here's the new project. I have so many drawings. I wanna put it all in a zine format. So my plan is I'm gonna make like a zine kind of type thing, but I want to do it in this kind of format. So, because I really love this format, because my favorite, can't say my favorite artist, but I really dig this work right now. So I kind of want to, in like a very egotistical, very selfish and grand, like, you know, being full of myself, I want to add to this like size of collection. The goal is to print as many issues of this with all of it intact, which is like probably 200 plus. It's like a ton of like machina stuff, and I want to kind of put it in this kind of format, so much so that it would get like super thick to like this kind of thick. Ideally, like main goal at the end of the day would be like this much thick. But so I'm just gonna kind of do like a, I don't know, you follow what I'm doing. Follow me to, you know, my thought process and like my setting up of this. It's kind of done kind of already. I kind of did a lot, and then I'm just gonna kind of show what I'm working on right now. This is the only way I will finally make a video on this channel, because I keep prepping an idea and it just won't do it. It just doesn't work for me. And so I need to figure out a way where I'm just kind of pumping out like something, and then I'll finesse it later.
I can even break this down even more. The filters that I started working on, I'm kind of trying to add like these components. This is kind of like the new visual language that I wanted to kind of use, some of these like kind of cyberpunky kind of design. I ended up with Zine because I kind of wanted to make a blog, but it was like taking forever, which was like the Mad blog. I am rebuilding my site. I'm rebuilding everything, rebranding it all. I'm redesigning the branding and everything. So this is kind of going to be kind of like the permanent like language, like visual language of what I wanted to do. I'm still sticking with the logo here for a while. I might play around with it. The goal of the work is going to be about freedom and just questioning doing it, how everything is done. So don't think of this as like a corporate branding design language. This is like an artist doing whatever the heck they want. And so, yeah, Zine, this is me basically putting out all of the photography work that I've done and everything to it. I added this like gradient to this thing, which originally was going to be kind of like this. And then I was like, oh, why don't we turn it yellow? But this gradient kind of works a lot more. I really like this a lot. And then there's like these patterns that I've been kind of like adding to things. And then like these dots that I generated from a couple of generators. I love using generators and like randomizing kind of bits and then kind of layering them on top of each other and then playing around with them, which I thought was really nice. It's just like some of the, some command prompts, not command prompts. Yeah. Like they're like terminal language here that I put. Yeah, I thought this would be kind of fun to add. Okay, so I'm going to run through these just to kind of, I don't know, something to talk about. I was trying to decide a cover for this, which I was still kind of like, this is kind of where we got to. In the beginning, I had this one, which I thought was really cool. This one, I thought, this is kind of like the first Machina design for the story anyway. This wasn't the first thing I drew, but like this is kind of like the concept for like the first machina that was created. And then this one was kind of ultimately, I think, fits the most. I was trying to do the other ones. These ones felt a little bit more grandiose to like what I'm starting with. But yeah, ultimately this is what we're going with. Let's just go on. Yeah, the book. And a little bit of wording in here. I thought this would be really nice for the kind of beginning of the pages. And these are kind of like for the last, I don't know, since I did those Machina books, I've been going to life drawing and drawing these models and then turning them into robots. And then, you know, I really had like some fun. I had fun like coming up with like ideas. So like I would draw this person and I'd be like, oh, what does it look like in like the scene? And then it just I had this idea of like, oh, she looks like she's getting operated on. And so I think this was a male model. And I was like, oh, it'd be really cool if it was like, you know, there was like a little bit of like operation going on and like maybe like, you know, something happened to this one and they needed work. And so they were just like overhauling the torso. Yeah. And, you know, here and there, I wanted to do more kind of pieces that tell a little bit of a story, but I could never like finish these pieces. So like in terms of the environment and stuff like that, I would like finish them, but like not like fully finished. Yeah. So these had like really fun ideas. These are more recent stuff. I kind of cleaned up a lot of these because I have like 20 Moleskine books filled with them, like filled to the brim. And so I'm trying to like polish a few of them, maybe some that are like, you know, maybe they're better grungy looking kind of. So I'm going to scan some of those. And then there's like this stuff, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, this is nice. I was kind of putting together some older sketches towards the end of like just combining whatever stuff. And then the back cover, my partner really likes this drawing, which I thought was kind of nice. It works in the very back, so you can kind of see the cover. I have been using, these are kind of the things I'm going to start talking about for the next couple of, you know, videos if I can get to it. I'm using Affinity right now, which is okay. I am having some problem figuring out like components in the Photoshop side of it, like the pixel side of it, because, you know, you're used to like how to get other features and stuff like that in the other one, and it just won't come through. I really love how you can bounce through these though. That's really cool, really neat. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do right now. What I've been working on, and I decided I was gonna do in that newer size, so I'm moving a lot of this, you know, 8.5 by 11 size. I'm moving them over to what I'm gonna eventually print. This is kind of what the size that I'm gonna kind of work with. Which I as I kept going through my books, I realized it would be kind of nicer that it was like a bit of a framing going on with some of them. So I started kind of properly putting them in frames, and then some kind of would like, you know, kind of go, oh, maybe I'll try to put some of them over the edge or whatever. But right now, this is what we're working on. I think, I don't know, I like these drawings. The next other ones are going to be very typical. Like I'm going to put all the original robots in them too. Because again, the idea is like to put every single robot in these books.
I'm not going to like do this video. I feel like I'll do a separate video of like the actual printing of it and like how it comes out. But because this is not very clean video, I'm just kind of vlogging where my mind is going. But I'm going to try this website called Mixim. And apparently they're in Toronto. They're like near me. So I'm going to try to print this out. Not bad. It's like $210 for like 100 copies. So we'll give it a shot. Yeah, this is my new place. I'm at a new, I think from like 10 years ago, you know, my life was very different. My life is super, super different now. I work at an agency and I have my own place. I was living with like my brothers at one point. This awesome apartment. I have some of the videos there, but it's, I might just like combine these like vlogs and stuff. But yeah, this is where I'm at now, you know? I will try to keep reporting on this like zine experience and see if I can stick to it. The goal is to do like the vlog, like to vlog maybe like each zine and kind of go over like what it's gonna turn into every time, because it's not gonna be just like machina stuff. I've been doing a lot of photography and some portrait painting and maybe some of the acrylic painting that I've been doing and some gouache painting, and like what are the differences in there. Maybe I can like, I was thinking of just like writing about my experiences there and then vlogging about it kind of thing. So I don't know, just like documenting my art experience, because in this year have been the most like probably like the most prolific I've ever been, and kind of wanted to document that of my life. And it's going to be very frantic because it's going to be literally anything and everything that I wanted to do. So I won't say I'm not going to do pottery, but like who knows, like I might I don't know, I might do it, because right now I'm doing these and they're kind of fun. And doing a lot of portraits. That experience has been really interesting. If you guys have been following me on Instagram, there's like, you can kind of see it there. But yeah, stay tuned for more details of all of this. It's crazy. So thanks for watching. Bye.